So this is a short lesson on how to find regression and line of best fit using graphing calculators, and also as well as the Pearson correlation coefficient, the R value, using graphing calculators. We're going to use the TI-84 and then the TI-83 to do so. So first of all, using the TI-84, I'm going to enter my data in. So I go Stat, Edit. You enter in your X's and your Y's and your variables. I'm going to look for the relationship between them. So just making these up, I'm going to 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 as my X values. They went into the L1. And then in the L2, I'm going to put my Y values, 5, 7. I'm just, again, making these up, 8, 9, and 11. So I have my independent variables, my X's, in my L1, and I have my dependent variable, my Y's, in my L2. So then I'm going to hit Stat and then Calculate. Go across to Calculate. Now I'm looking for regression, and if you look on this screen, you have a whole bunch of regression options. You have linear regression, if it's a straight line of best fit. There's quadratic regression, cubic regression, quartic regression. There's a whole bunch of options of different types of regressions on here. They all kind of work the same way. So if I was to do a linear regression, the most common one is linear regression AX plus B. And you hit Enter. And then it's going to ask you your X's, and I used L1 for my X's, my Y's, it's L2 for my Y's. I didn't have a frequency, so I don't have to worry about any of that. So you scroll down to calculate, hit Enter. And it gives you the equation, the linear regression, Y equals AX plus B. And then it tells you what the A value is, as well as the B value. So here in my case, the A value is 1.4 and the B value is 1. That is the equation of the line of best fit, line of regression, if it is a straight line. Now, the one thing it didn't tell me was the R value. So the R value, which is the Pearson's correlation coefficient, tells you how strong this relationship is. So to calculate that on the graphing calculators, one step I had to do prior. So I'm just going to clear that. And you have to, if you look above the number 0, it says catalog. Okay, so I'm going to go into that. So I'm going to have to hit the second button, second, and then the number 0 to go into the catalog. Then on the screen, you have a whole bunch of options. They're in alphabetical order, so I'm going to scroll down, and you're looking for it to say Diagnostic On. So scrolling down until it says you have Diagnostic Off, then Diagnostic On. Diagnostic On is what you're looking for. So you're going to hit Enter on Diagnostic On, is where the arrow's at. You hit Enter, and then you have to actually hit Enter a second time, so it says Done. It lets you know when it's actually done it. So now I'm going to clear and go back. So Stat, Calc, LinReg, still used L1, still used L2, so go down to Calculate, hit Enter, and now it will give you your line of best fit as well as the R squared and the R. Now, because it was a line of best fit, and this is linear, it's the R that you're actually looking for, the Pearson's correlation coefficient. The R value is what you're looking for to tell the strength. R squared is great. If it was another type of the regressions that you used, there are other options. The R squared will tell you the strength. But the R value is what you're looking for linear reg. The only difference, again, you had to do was you had to remember for it to get the R value is you had to go into catalog and turn your diagnostics on. Now, TI-83 works very similar. Okay, so if I'm using the TI-83, again, if I'm going to want to do these things, I put my data in, so Stat, Enter the numbers you're looking for, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are my X values. Put your Y values in, 5, 7. Okay, and then you're going to, again, turn the diagnostics on, so above catalog, you want to go into that, so you're going to go second, then the number 0 to get into the catalog. You see the options, you scroll down till it says Diagnostics On, Keep scrolling way down. Diagnostics on. Hit enter so it says done. Then you go and you can go into your stat, calc, and we did linreg. Now you also have to tell it that you used L1 and L2. On the TI-84, sometimes it intuitively knows or it assumes. On the TI-83, not so much. So you need to, above the number 1 and number 2, it says L1 and L2. So you need to go second, number 1. Then you actually have to hit comma to separate them. The comma button's beside the brackets. Comma, second L2, hit enter, and it gives you that data. Okay, so it's a short little lesson on how to use a TI-84 and the TI-83 to do the line of best fits. Thank you very much.